In an attempt to decrease the amount of head injuries, the OHL has implemented a new rule banning all shots to the head. But how has this new rule affected the gameplay?
Mike Kelly is in his first year as the head coach of the Mississauga Ice Dogs of the Ontario Hockey League. He has guided them to second place in the Central Division with an 18-11 record. Mike has also been head coach of the Italian national team and sat as a consultant for the NHL, OHL, and NCAA. He believes the new shots to the head rule makes the game safer.
I think it's maybe taken away 15 or 20% of the intense physical action. But you know what? If it keeps another 3 or 4 players a year in this game, whether both at our level and at the National Hockey League level, I certainly think it's the direction we need to go in.
Jordan Skellett is a second-year left winger with the Mississauga Ice Dogs. He's played in 25 games this year, totaling 5 goals, 3 assists for 8 points. His plus-minus rating is -8, and he's totaled 23 penalty minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely safer, but I don't know, it just definitely takes a hitting aspect out of the game, and there's not as many big hits anymore.
Frankie Santini is a third-year defenseman for the Mississauga Ice Dogs. He's played in 20 games this year, totaling 1 goal, 4 assists for a total of 5 points. His plus-minus rating is currently +4, and he's totaled 22 penalty minutes.
People watch out more now, checks to the head. Before it wasn't a big deal, now I guess it is a big deal, so people watch out now what they do.
What used to be a legal check, putting a shoulder into any part of the body, is no longer legal if it goes into the head. Fans and players have mixed reactions to this.
Yeah, you do notice a difference in the game. There's a bit more respect between the players, and there's no cheap headshots, which is good for the players, so it's a good thing. You know, it's safety first at the end of the day.
I guess you feel a little bit safer knowing that in the back of your head, if you get hit really hard in the head, that there's going to be a major penalty assessment.
Not really. I just, play the game. Everyone plays the game. I guess they watch it a little more, but I don't feel more safer.
Head coach Kelly sees a difference in the amount of head injuries.
Perhaps at this point, had we not had the new ruling, we might have had 1 or 2 severe head injuries. So, yeah, I think there is a difference. Still getting slight concussions, which can happen just with incidental contact out there. But the new ruling, I think, has taken away the severity of them.
Some fans see some discrepancy with the new rule.
It's the responsibility of the guy with the puck as well as the guy, because they seem to duck and the shoulder hits the head.
What we've been told is, hey, that's the way it is, and that 6'4" defenseman just has to avoid the check.
One contradiction to the ruling banning shots to the head is the fact that the league still allows fighting.
The fights that occur just in the heat of the action, I always think there's going to be a spot for them, and I think it perhaps is a good safety net. And I'd rather see a player fight spontaneously as opposed to use the stick on somebody's head, for example.
Just because fighting is, I don't know, what brings fans to the game, I guess, and they just want to keep that in there, but I'm not sure.
Head check is just straight out to hurt somebody, and it's different when you fight.
How much attention is the NHL paying to the OHL's new rule, and will we see a change at the higher level?
Let's face it, whether it's a Pat LaFontaine or it's a Scott Stevens or some real great players that we wish were still in our game, they've been out. And I don't know as an industry if you can afford to lose any players, never mind marquee players. So I think the National Hockey League are going to follow us in this instance, but I think they're keenly interested in it.
Not sure, maybe they're just trying to imply it at kids at a younger age, so maybe when they grow up, just have it in the back of their head all the time, and I don't know, it just becomes second nature when they make it up to the higher levels.
With more and more head injuries occurring in the NHL, the league will definitely have to take a look at the OHL model. I'm Mike Whelan, reporting for the Sheridan Sun.